Oh, this is very cool, very different. This is the Mezco Toys 112 scale Ghostbusters box set. Very, very nice. Hello, folks. Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour. This is really, really cool. Been looking forward to this. I know when this set was announced last year, I did not jump on the pre-order, but once I saw the pictures being shared on Reddit, I had to get it. Picked up this set off of eBay, got a really good deal on it too, free shipping. Paid $290. This set is retailing for $300 pretty much everywhere right now. I know Big Bad Toy Store, you can still pick up a set for $2.99 with their $4 shipping. It's not a bad deal. That being said, let's get this unboxed. This is really nice. It's very heavy. This is a collector's steel tin. Measurements, diagonal, you're looking at 21 inches. It's big. I wanted to bring this out so I can kind of show you, like, you are getting a experience. That's what I like. If you, as a toy manufacturer, you're going to ask me to spend all this money, I like a unboxing experience. And Mezco, based on my experience from the Wonder Woman that I bought last year, I was very impressed. I'm not too deep into Mezco One toys, but when it comes to unique sets like this, it does captivate me. And this is loaded. I gotta tell you something. This set is loaded with tons of accessories, especially the Proton pack. Oh man, I can't wait to get my hands on the Proton pack. You get head sculpts. You get alternate head sculpts, hands, accessories, flight stands in case you want your Ghostbusters to fly, and special effects. You get the proton beams in there with this too, so this is pretty cool. Apologies if you hear me sniffling. I am trying to get off of this cold right now. This is neat. This first experience is I'm pausing here for a second and I'm like, where do I start? You got the Ghostbusters on top, you got the proton packs at the bottom. You have the multiple heads right next to each other. It's very overwhelming, and that's what I like. That's what I look forward. These proton packs look cool as shit too. They really, really, really do look nice. Very, very impressed by them. And I know there's this multi-layer underneath here because the tin case is heavy. There it is. The extra bases, the flight stands, the proton streams, and the instruction booklet right underneath it there. Let's get this up here. This is neat. I do like the display stands with the Ghostbusters logo. You have they included flight stands. I don't know why you would want a flight stand, but I guess you don't have to have the Ghostbusters flying. You can just adjust the arms. Instructions, the Ziploc bags for to hold all the accessories. And then the instruction booklets give me that nostalgia Kenner feel with the print. If anybody else gets it, let me know. But this instruction logo with the black and white does have that Kenner feel to it. So I won't need that. I think I can handle this unboxing without looking at those instructions. Let's get to the Ghostbusters. Let's get this bad boy unboxed here. And it is a blister casing on there, pops right off. And I'm going to start off with Bill Murray. I'm going to start off with good old Venkman. And let's get that up here. Right, first impressions, the clothing, very impressed with the clothing. The head sculpt, I'm not feeling it. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would probably give him a 6. It's hard. Bill Murray's he's hard to sculpt. I mean, I see that they added the facial pits and the scars to his face, but if you do a side-by-side comparison, it's difficult. I mean, I don't think they captured his likeness. It's kind of close. If you squint your eyes, it's tough. Again, I will give Mezco Toys a little bit of leeway. It is Bill Murray. Bill Murray's face, I would imagine, would be really difficult to sculpt. But that being said, it is. I'll give it a 6. It's not, to me, it doesn't look like Bill Murray. Right? It really doesn't. The articulation is there in the figure. It is a single joint on the arms. The clothing, the stitching, everything there is on par. I'm impressed with with the attention to detail to the costume. The knees are double jointed. I like the little flexi tube there. Everything about the actual body, the boots, everything is great. Again, I wish the head would have been a little bit better. It's not a deal breaker. When you judge everything as a whole set for the price point, I still think it's worth it. I still think the set is worth it. Now, you do get the alternate head, the Scream head, and it does improve. It does look... From the Scream head, I'd give it a 7. If anything, definitely. Now, they did capture the actual expression. You can see his mouth open, his eyes, but again, the sculpt resembling Bill Murray, kind of close. It gets better with this emotional head, but to me, it's still not sold. So anyway, let's get off the heads. Let's get on to the Proton packs here for a second, because this is really, I think, what sold me. This is what I saw being shared on Reddit, and this is what, to me, what sold me. I've always loved the Proton packs. I've always been a big sucker, and the attention to detail for a 1/12 scale figure is there. This is really cool. This right here, they get a 10 all the way. I like the bendy wire that is attached to the Proton wand. The paint scheme, the paint application, it's all here. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I like that the straps, there's parts that there is metallic parts. This is battery operated. In fact, it does take 3 button cells right here. In fact, I'm probably just gonna install all of them, and I'll show you exactly. Let me get my screwdriver here, power it on, and I'm gonna open that up there. So I'm used to that there. So there is no sound effects. I'm not going to hold it to them. To me, the fact that they were able to capture this amount of detail and actually illuminate very cinematically, I was sold. This right here, these Proton packs is what sold me. And when you power it on, it is just so cool. Okay, I added the sound effect, but come on, I couldn't resist. I really couldn't resist. I love the clever design of the on and off button. If you can see right there, you push on the silver button on there, you can kind of see it there protrudes, and as you push on it, it just activates. God, I am in love with that sound effect. I really am. But anyway, let's put the Proton packs aside, and just one more time. I love it. I love that. Oh my goodness, that would have been icing on the cake if they could have incorporated that sound effect in these Proton packs. But I get it. It's miniature. It would have adjusted the price. I'm okay with it. Let's look at Slimer here. Slimer is tough. Everybody has their own version of what Slimer should look like. I think they did a good job on this one here. They gave him more of the fluorescent look, and I like it. I really, really do. I don't like the transparency through his front face compared to his cinematic counterpart. He glows, but he's not transparent like this. You can't. I've never known Slimer where you can actually see through him, but that's okay. It is acceptable, and it is still a nice sculpt. You do get the flight stand here for Slimer, which is really nice. It pops right up his butt, and I'm going to set him aside here with the Proton packs, because I want to get back to the Ghostbusters here. There you go, Slimer. You just kind of chill and hang out there, and there you go. All right, what's we got? So you have 4 sets of hands, 2 pairs for each Ghostbusters, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to swap them out. All the Ghostbusters come with their hands are in their fist, and Ghostbusters hold stuff. They either hold a walkie-talkie or props or the Proton one, so you're going to want to swap out some hands. Let's start off with Venkman's accessory. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure it has a name here. I don't remember, but it's that pseudo prop where he visits Dana and he's puffing air out of it. It's such a gag. I don't even think it was meant to work in the film either, but it is cool. Get the walkie-talkie. I will have Venkman hold the walkie-talkie, absolutely. And I really want to get this Proton pack on him. So there is a learning curve. Well, not a learning curve. There is a trick. So it's not buttoned. The actual waist strap is not buttoned. It's just held with tension. And you do want to be careful. You do want to. There is a little bit of wiggling and adjusting the straps. It's not too difficult. Once you figure out the first figure, it's actually pretty easy from that point on. And it looks great. The Ghostbusters are 100% complete when you add that Proton pack. And that's where the magic starts. I like it. I'm just adjusting the elbow pads there and popping the belt. And that's it. There is no button on that belt, but that's fine. I do love that Ghostbusters imprint. And I do like that the name tags are on there. Are very visible. I do like that. And this is his solo shot with Slimer. I like it. I really, really do. Again, I just wish the sculpting would have been better. And I know Mezco can do it because they did a really good job with Wonder Woman. And I think this one, again, this one here, I'll play advocate. I think it's just Bill Murray's face. His face is just tough to sculpt. I mean, trying to add those micro pits to his face, it's difficult. It really is. So it's not an excuse, but I can see why it could be challenging. All right, let's get over to Stantz, Dan Aykroyd's character. And my first impression is that it's getting better. You can see they're not there yet, but I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I definitely can see resemblance to Dan Aykroyd's character. I also like that the body that they use is thicker. It's just it's bigger proportion to Venkman's body. I do like that. I'm just testing out the articulation here. Again, the arms are single joint and the knees are double jointed, and just enough where you can have the Ghostbusters hold the proton beams. And this is just a side-by-side comparison. I like this. I like that they didn't just create one neutral body and recycled one neutral male body for all the Ghostbusters. So each Ghostbusters body is weight height proportionate, which I like that. That extra attention to detail, I can notice it as a collector. I really can. Versus like somebody like Hasbro, Mattel, where they would create one neutral male body and that represents the whole cast. Now this frightful expression on Stantz's face, I like this. This looks more like Dan Aykroyd. I do like this. And then when you add his visor prop, it looks like Dan Aykroyd. So I'm gonna pose him. I'm gonna display my Stantz with the prop on, because to me it looks like Dan Aykroyd. All he needs is the cigarette hanging off his lip, and he's done. This is great. I don't need to see Stantz's eyes. Right here with the prop sells it to me. I like this look. And then as he's holding the gun, facing Slimer, it looks great. So I love it. I love it. I love it. This right here, this look, hands down, is awesome. So with the actual visor, I can 100% believe that this is Dan Aykroyd in the 1/12 scale. Love it. Love the angles. I even like how the actual hands hold the proton gun. I do like that. And again, the cord is a bendy wire, so you can adjust that. And then we get to Egon Spengler, Harold Ramis, the late Harold Ramis, and it gets better here. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I give this guy an 8. This looks like Harold Ramis. The glasses help sell the illusion. They did a really good job with the sculpt. His body is slimmer. It's a little bit taller. I like this. That little pouch right there, I believe that's where it holds the PKE meter, with you can slip on there. Walkie-talkie pack holster. Again, I'm just testing out, making sure that the articulation. But this is great. This close-up right here, is awesome. For a 1/12 scale, I 100% know how difficult it is to capture an actor's likeness in this scale. And for Egon Spengler, they did it. Now, this here gives me the real Ghostbusters animated vibe. I'm not going to use this head at all. No, I don't like that. It's a great sculpt on Egon here, but no. To me, Egon has always been serious. He's very articulated. He's very scientific. So I'll keep the no motion face. The ghost trap here. Awesome job, Mezco. You did a great job on this ghost trap. Very impressed. I thought the doors would open there, but I don't think it does. I like the attention to detail on the paint applications on here. That is incredible. This ghost trap here gets a 100% 10. I am very, very impressed on this prop right here. Very impressed with this accessory. Very nice. And the PK meter, they knocked it out of the park. Mezco Toys, you did a great job on this PKE meter. And then the little arms go up and down too, which is really nice. I do like that. So, great job. Again, this attention to detail on this scale, it's difficult. I get it, you know, and the amount of labor that's needed to add the actual paint to this is mind-boggling. So, right here is my final look for Egon, and I love it. He's just analyzing Slimer. It works. It really works. I got Stantz right there in shock, aiming the gun. Egon is just like analyzing it, checking it out. Boots, everything. And I'm using sticky tack, by the way, because these guys are top heavy. Without the base or without some sort of arm holding them up, they will tip over. I try desperately to get them to stand by themselves, and it's just difficult. So I'm using sticky tack to prop them up. Last but not least, Ernie Hudson's Winston Zeddemore. And I'm going to say right now, out of 1 to 10 for the face sculpt, I give it a 9. They knocked it out of the park. This is Ernie Hudson. When I look at this, if this head wasn't attached to his body and you showed me this head off the street, I would 100% recognize this is Ernie Hudson. They did a fantastic job on Ernie Hudson. The body proportion, the articulation, the detail, it's all there in this guy. I love it. They did a great job on Zeddemore. They really, really did. Love it. The smirk, everything. The fact that they were able to capture some sort of emotion to his face, great job. Let's go on this one. Really nice. And again, the clothing, the stitching, it's all there. They really, really did a good job on this. I'm gonna add his walkie-talkie, and he will be holding the Proton wand, and I'm gonna have him in an attack mode because he's a badass. I don't like his haunted mansion expression. I don't. That's just, to me, that's insulting him. I don't like this at all. No, it makes him look like a goof. So no, I don't ever even recall Ernie Hudson's character ever having a stupid look like this. So that's gonna get shelved. So he's gonna have the standard neutral look head. I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm just getting ready to attach his Proton pack, and there he is. He's chilling. So I do like this. This is really nice. That's him just chilling, holding the gun. He's there as the muscle. He sees a ghost. He's there to kick ass. So this is cool. I do like Zeddemore, Egon Spengler. The only one that I felt that they kind of half-assed it was just Venkman. Everybody else looks great. They really did. Maybe a third-party Chinese company may create an alternate head that I could swap it out, but everything else looks great for this scale, for this price point. Again, because this set retails for $300, every figure comes out to $75. That's normal for a 1/12 scale premium figure right now in this market right now. So that's normal. It's not too high, and it's not cheap either. But you do get a lot. You get bases, you get the arms, tons of accessories, multiple heads. So I am, again, overall, very happy with this set. Now this is the Proton Beam effect. The only thing with this, I do like the thickness because the proton beam is thick. It is as far as its dimensions. I just wish it was a little bit more fluorescent. I felt they could have used a little bit better fluorescent paint. I maybe under black light it'll work better, but it does. I mean, it attaches right at the end of the gun, and if you and with a little bit of imagination, it does look like it's activated. So they're going up against Slimer. I love it. I do love this set. As I get more accustomed to it, as I get more familiar with it, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with it. I really am. This is fun. This is a fun set. You see Venkman there just looking around. I love it. All right, let's get the final bases here. And again, they included the flight ones. I guess you could adjust these to hold them properly. I'm not going to use it. I'll probably just keep them here. But what's nice is that there is a peg on the base, and the figures do have peg holes. So with a little bit of jimmying and a little bit of sticky tack for extra support, you can get, let's say, stands here, and it is pressure sensitive, so it's pretty secure. It's add a little pressure to it, so it's very well secured. And then I did add some sticky tack on there to give it extra support, and it works. I mean, it looks great, and that's how I'm gonna have it displayed on my it's on my display case. They look great. They really do. The Ghost Trap, Slimer. Again, for its price point, I'm happy. Again, maybe the Venkman head might get improved with a third-party company, but overall, I think the set is worth it. Folks, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below.